What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to
Yo.
Not So Pro Football Talk. We're back. This is week 8. We're not quite done yet. We got a game tonight, and it's going to be a good game. For me personally, I don't think so, but Reed always, Reed mostly knows how good the games are going to be. I've been wrong lately. So, Reed, is it going to be a good game tonight?
I think it's gonna be a good game, but it's not gonna be a last drive kind of game. It's gonna get decided in the fourth quarter, but it won't be a last drive kind of game.
Okay. All right. Okay.
That's just my crazy prediction.
Your crazy prediction. You know what's crazy? I was watching some NFL Network today, as I always do. And I mean, we're not sponsored by them in any way, sort, or form. But I don't know why I just gave them a free whatsoever. But anyways, they made a music video about Patrick Mahomes. It was freaking awesome. Like, it started off great, he's having a great time. Kansas City's out there, they're in the lights, it looks awesome. Then all of a sudden, a huge rainstorm comes, and it was like, oh, another pick, oh, sacked again. Like, it's just it's going down in flames for the Kansas City Chiefs. So I think the Chiefs are going to come out and they're going to ball out tonight, okay? But they're just going to be playing like they've always played. They're not necessarily going to be better than what they have been. But after a win tonight, I feel like everyone's like, oh, Chiefs are back. Chiefs Kingdom. We're here. What are y'all's thoughts on Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs?
They haven't shown me anything yet as to them being the team they were last year. I hope they are, because that would be cool. But I don't want them to show it just yet. And even if they play well tonight, they're going to look bad next week because they're playing the Packers. So
they're playing the Packers next week.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, that has to be a primetime game, huh?
I don't think so. And
No?
I think apparently I saw that we were the underdogs. Don't know how.
You don't know why you're the underdogs?
I don't know.
That's weird. I don't know. You guys are playing a middle of the day, 3:25. That should be a good game. That should be fun. I think the Packers are going to come out with a nice W out there. Nice medium cooked W, hot pink center, side of mashed potatoes, gravy, But it was just Halloween, and I don't know about y'all, but like watching games on a holiday just hits different. Like this whole Halloween aspect, I didn't get to watch a lot of the games. I'm not going to say why, but it just gives you a different feel. I, for one, really do enjoy watching Halloween games. You see the pumpkin come out, the witch laugh or whatnot. But it's great, and I ever like it. I like it a lot. How was y'all's Halloween?
It was good, man. Hung out with some great friends. 2 of them are right here on the screen with me. Just had a good weekend overall. Watched some football, had a few drinks and stuff, but pretty much.
Yeah, that does sound fun. I believe one of your friends, he's the all-time dart master, dart champion, and also pool champion as well.
I believe that guy walked up to the board and placed his dart on the bullseye. I don't know. That's just what I saw.
Maybe the other guy had a little too much to drink, but I think the guy who was a champion did it legitly.
I don't know, man. I saw
triple bull, man. Triple bull, a little hat trick.
Yeah, the third one was.
Okay. We're not talking about darts here, Mr. Cheese.
Mr.
Cheese. Okay, there's a lot of news that's going on right now, guys. A lot of news, and probably the biggest. I don't know. This is the biggest. What is bigger? Okay, Derrick Henry getting injured, or Von Miller going to the Rams? What's bigger?
Bigger news is going to be Derrick Henry getting hurt.
Derrick Henry getting hurt?
Yeah, so that's more of an impact on the team. Von Miller will have a good impact on the Rams, but they're still going to be great. But as far as the Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry means way more to the offense. They live and die by Derrick Henry.
Okay.
But I mean, Reed, they won this past week, and Derrick Henry only had like 6 points on fantasy.
And they got lucky.
I don't know about that, but
Carson Wentz was playing pretty terrible.
I don't know about that either. I mean, he had Pittman for 2 touchdowns in the beginning. He did throw 2 picks, but Titans defense isn't something to laugh at, in my opinion. But I mean, I thought the Titans played great even without Derrick Henry. I think he got hurt pretty early on.
That's one game, though. That's one game. Can they do it on a game-to-game basis of not relying on him anymore?
I think so. I think Tannehill showed that he can pass the ball to A.J. Brown. I mean, they don't really have any other receiver that stands out extremely well, but they just signed AP. I know we're about to talk about that. They have McNichols as their secondary running back, and he's done well when he comes in and starts. So I think that they're going to be not what they were with Derrick Henry, but they're still going to be fine. They're going to win games.
Oh, yeah. I think it's going to be a little more challenging. Okay. Obviously, you guys have different views on this because the Titans are such a run first heavy team. And it's not like they could just tap into free agency and, get someone like Adrian Peterson or even go after a Frank Gore or after a Todd Gurley and they're back at it. No, because Derrick Henry, he's a one-of-a-kind stud. He carried 75% of the load in the backfield, and that guy, he's just a freak of nature. He even throws touchdown passes. I know we're overusing that term, but that is going to be a huge impact for the Titans because defensively, playing up against the Titans, you know that there's no king freak back there. Okay, now you have to rely on Tannehill and how he throws the ball. Yes, he has talented receivers out there. It feels like A.J. Brown found his groove back. He's out there. He's catching passes, gaining touchdowns. Julio Jones, he's a little banged up again. But you know what? I think the Titans just have to rework their whole offensive play scheme, and they should be okay. Do not eliminate the run. Keep it in there, but it's going to be a little difficult for them because they were such a run-heavy team. That's because you had the privilege of having King Henry back there.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, Derrick Henry's a different beast, but they're not going to abandon the run. They're still going to be a run-heavy team. They're just not going to have a bruiser back there. They're going to have a speed back. So, I mean, they're going to have to reconfigure the line, tell them what they got to do. That's just something that's going to have to happen.
Okay, so it's obvious to see that you guys clearly don't see eye to eye on this. So does this take them off of being a competitive team in the playoffs?
Yes, it does.
Okay, Reed says yes. Vince is looking like he's full of cheese.
I still think that they win their division. I don't think that the Colts can overtake them. Titans are too good, in my opinion, as an overall team. The Colts are a close second, but I don't see anybody else in that division taking over in the time that Derrick Henry's out. I think they said his timetable was 6 to 10 weeks, so he can still come back for playoffs.
Yes, he can. Let's see if they can actually make it out there to the playoffs, so they can still be competitive down there in the regular season. He did, a broken foot, right? He broke his foot. He did leave early in the game, but he also returned to the game. He played with that broken foot, that freak. And it could have potentially made it worse, but now he has to have surgery, and the general time of recovery after that surgery is 8 weeks. A little bit slower, 10 weeks. If you're a freak like he is and recovers as fast as heck, 6 weeks is the soonest. But yes, if they could make it out there to the playoffs, he should be back just in time. But is that too late for the Titans? Is that too much time off for Derrick Henry? Can he pick up where he left off when he gets back?
I know Reed's answer. It's no.
I mean, it's hard to just come back after something like that. I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
I mean, Derrick Henry's. We just said like 6, 7 times. He's a different animal. Maybe he's not gonna be in there every single play, but when he gets in there, he's gonna be a bruiser. This guy can still do upper body workouts. He can still uh, work out his lower half without putting so much pressure on his legs. The only thing is going to be stamina. So, like I said, he's not going to play every play like he does all the time. So, McNichols and Adrian Peterson are definitely going to play a factor when he comes back, if he comes back this season. But right now, the Tennessee Titans are 6-2. The Colts are 3-5, and everybody else, Jacksonville and the Texans, are 1-6. So, I even though Derrick Henry's out, I still see this team as a playoff team. They're going to make the playoffs. I think they said it on the game after the results came out. They're the only team in the entire NFL with that big of a difference from first and second in divisions. So I think they make it out alive. I think they make playoffs, depending on if Derrick Henry comes back, as if they win that playoff game that they make.
I think it's actually going to make the Titans stronger. I think without Derrick Henry, they have to refine themselves, because when you think about the Titans, who do you think about? You think about Derrick Henry, and that's it. He is the team. He carries the team literally. So if they could get around that and still win games without him, and they bring him back, it's just going to be a stronger team. So I think it's great. I know you said as of today, Adrian Peterson was flying out there to the Titans club to go work out, and as of today, the Titans are going ahead and sign Adrian Peterson. I know he's a little bit older, but he is still kind of that type of running back, that real ground and pound, just get out there and be rough with this. So good signing from the Titans for what you can get instead of making huge trades. I don't know if I see them making a big trade coming up on this deadline. I believe the deadline's on the 4th. So it could still be a possibility, but I mean, we don't know. And like what you said with the Colts, they're suffering through injuries as well. They have almost no receivers. His first game back, T.Y. Hilton, he gets a concussion, so he's out again. I feel bad for the guy, man. It's just he was even contemplating retiring football for his family. Maybe it's that time for him. But yeah, I think the Titans could come out with this. So, but speaking about trades and the trading deadline, there's a big trade that happened, you guys. And I'm talking about, yeah, he's crying. I'm a little sad too. Von Miller from the Denver Broncos gets traded to the Los Angeles Rams. Los Angeles Rams send over their 2022 second and third round pick for Super Bowl, was it 50? Super Bowl 50 MVP. I think it was 50. I'm not too sure.
I think it was 50.
Yeah. Super Bowl MVP, Pro Bowl almost every other year. This guy is just nuts. He's awesome. He is the face of the Denver Broncos. He is the heart. And it was just so heartening and heartbreaking for him this morning, telling everyone goodbye. He's usually the life of the party. He's out there hyping everyone up. And now he's saying goodbye. He's done.
Man, it sucks for Broncos fans. They lose their cornerstone player from like the past 10 years. He's been their best player for the past decade for sure. But yeah, man, sometimes it happens. People get older. They want to move on from what they have, even though that person has given them so much. But it just happens like that.
I just can't believe what they got for him. Second and a third for an 8-time Pro Bowler.
Yes, and I do want to get into that, but I do also want to talk about it. I don't believe it was Von Miller's choosing. I don't think he wanted out. I think he was just comfortable where he was at. He already won a Super Bowl. I felt like he was just in love with the team that he was with the city, with everything, and he was just good. This only tells me that the Denver Broncos, they're out this season. They're saying, you know what? We're not going to win a Super Bowl this season. We're giving up already. Let's build for the future, which you're going down the right path. Right before the deadline, his contract was up after this year. So get what you can get for him. But I think you're right, Reed. I think they got lowballed here. They could have got a little bit more. Actually, they could have gotten a lot more for someone like Von Miller. Yes, he's been dealing with a few injuries, but still, when that guy's on the field, he makes a difference.
Yeah, if I was like the Packers or something, I would give up more for something like a Von Miller type player. I don't know how much more, but I would definitely give up more for something like that.
Do you think he's worth the first round draft pick?
It depends what team you are, because it depends where you're going to land in the first round. I mean, if you got a first round and you're in the early rounds, maybe top 10 pick, that I don't know if he's worth that, especially at his age, and he only has one more year in his contract. But maybe if it's a late rounder, maybe it's worth a first rounder. I don't want to give up a first rounder for him, but also it might be worth it. If you're trying to go all in and win a Super Bowl this year, maybe you should make that trade.
And that's what the Rams are doing. See, the Broncos, they're taking up the load of his ginormous contract that he got. I think it was 3 years ago. So this is his last season. Half the season's already gone. The Rams, instead of fighting for him in free agency, they're like, no, this is our year. We have to capitalize. We can make it to the playoffs, and we have a good chance of making it to the Super Bowl. We have to win now. Basically, the owner told the GM and the head coach, hey, I see what you guys are doing. I trust you guys. Let's get ourselves to another Super Bowl. We don't have Jared Goff. We got Matt. We got Stafford. We got a whole new team. Let's get it done now. See what I said. The trade, it consists of a 2022 second round pick and a 2022 third round pick. Okay. The Rams already didn't have a lot of picks already. They always do this. They do this every year. The last time they had a first round pick was when they got Jared Goff back in 2013?
13, 14, something like that.
2013, 2014. That was the last time they had a first round draft pick. Yes, Reed. Yes, it's true. That long ago. They do this every year. And this is something that the Cardinals picked up on. And the Cardinals did this last year, getting all these players because they want it now. They don't care about the future. The head coach is not planning on being there in 6 years. They want it now. They want a Super Bowl now. So let me just read you off what the LA Rams, the draft picks they have for 2022, now giving up a second round and third round pick. Their first draft pick is going to be in the third round of 2022. Okay. And then their next one is going to be in the fifth round. They got one more, and then the seventh one, and then they got the next two draft picks in the seventh round. So you got third, 5, and then 2 and 7. That's you're all in this year. You're all in. You're hoping for your team to stay healthy. And with that, I feel like they do have the right tools to make it far or even the Super Bowl. They got a great head coach out there. As much as I hate to say it, they got a great QB out there, smart. Sometimes a little questionable, but I mean, he's elite in my eyes. And you have a guy in the wide receiver position who's just breaking apart teams. It's like when you make pulled pork, when you shred the pork out, they're shredding those defenses. I mean, it's crazy out there. They're a stacked team offensively and defensively. And I cannot wait until the Cardinals play the Rams again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, that's going to be a good one.
I'm calling it right now. The Rams are winning that game. I'm calling it right now.
I can see it.
Yeah, with the momentum shift in the Cardinals after losing to the Packers, the Packers showed that the Cardinals are beatable. Great job to the Packers. I mean, I didn't watch the game. I watched the highlights. But dang, I mean, everybody that's tied for first right now is 7-1. I believe it's 3 teams: the Packers, Cardinals, and Rams. I'm not too sure if there's anybody else. I think the Cowboys are 6-1.
Because they're by.
Yeah. But yeah, man, like it's insane. I don't think there's been a year like this in a while. But it's definitely exciting. But back on the Rams and how they have so little draft picks, these guys have been doing it for a long time. I looked it up right now, AJ. You're correct. They haven't had a first-round draft pick in 7 years. The last one was Jared Goff.
2016. 2016, not 2013.
Well, I mean, they haven't had a first-round draft pick in 7 years, so it's got to be longer than that.
I'm looking it up. He got drafted in 2016.
Was he a first-rounder?
Yeah.
First pick, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what I saw then. But anyways, that's insane still. But But yeah, man, this is gonna be probably their only year that they're gonna be this good because right now Cooper Cup, he's gonna get an extension, so they're gonna have to spend some money on him. Aaron Donald, he's gonna get another extension sometime soon if he hasn't gotten one already. Matthew Stafford, I don't know how many more years were on his contract. They gotta sign him again sometime or extend him. So I mean, right there, that's a bunch of money going to some of your best three players. Oh, and I totally forgot about what's his name, the cornerback.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot his name right now. It's slipping my mind, but it's just a brain fart right now. But I mean, they got
Ramsey.
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey. That's 4 players right there that take up a bunch of money. I don't know where their contracts stand right now, but those guys are going to be getting extensions sometime soon if they need one, because they're not going to let go of those 4 people. But yeah, this year's their best shot at getting back to the Super Bowl, hopefully winning it. I wouldn't mind keeping the championship in our division because that just shows that our division is the best division in football, no matter what everybody says. But I mean, it's going to be a great season overall, whoever wins it. But right now, it's just going great.
It is. And those 4 teams that we just mentioned, the Cardinals, Rams, Packers, Cowboys, those they're the real deal. They're legit.
Mm-hmm.
They're legit. And I will be livid if that side doesn't win the Super Bowl. I'll be livid.
If the NFC doesn't?
Yeah, bro, it's all NFC.
Yeah, if the NFC doesn't. Yeah. I would actually be livid. I mean, these teams are elite teams. Even the Cowboys last night. I mean, you show how much of impact it has when Dak Prescott is not there. Honestly, they could have lost the game, but they just had so much heart and so much power that they were out there to win. They're proving a point here. They are, and they came out with a W. Good for them. But if Dak Prescott, I mean, this only goes to tell you that we're not getting told anything about health issues with Dak Prescott. They threw this under the rug so hard, but obviously there's something going on with him. If hopefully he's okay, because if he's not, then the Cowboys might be in a little bit of trouble. But it seems like he'll be back soon, and you guys don't have to rely on Cooper Rush anymore. You guys should have kept on Ben DiNucci, but I like that guy. Juan says, "Yeah, go Cowboys." Yeah, I bet all the Cowboys fans are like, yesterday, like, scared, But you know what? They came out with a dub. Good for them. And like I said, dude, this division is no joke. No joke. Now, let's go off to the other side. Let's talk about. I want to talk about Mahomes a little bit more with the Chiefs. Okay, in that division.
Trash. I'll say it. I've been saying it for weeks already. I don't like the guy anymore. He's been great, but not anymore. Just can't find his rhythm anymore.
I don't know because there's no evidence that something is wrong. Like it's still him. He still has it. There it is. It's all mental here. Something is going on in that organization, but they just can't get out of it. They're hurting. I feel like the Bucks are hurting. They're just too inconsistent. The Buccaneers. They lost to the Saints. They lost to the Saints against Trevor Siemian. Who recognizes that name? Huh?
Recognize it.
Broncos.
Yeah.
Okay. My bad. Okay,
hey,
it's been a while.
That's us.
That's y'all. Okay, that's y'all. Okay, but Trevor Siemian, yeah, he came out there and he said, "Hey, hold my beer. I got this." No one expected me to come in. Everyone said if Jameis Winston gets hurt, that they're in trouble. No, sir. We just fought off the defending Super Bowl champs here. The Saints defense won that game. Heck yeah, brother. They did win that game. But not try to bash on Trevor Siemian at all. He did a great job out there. He did what he can do. But that's probably the last time we see him because as of next week, as of today, what's his name? Hill just got cleared.
Yeah, Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill just got cleared to play. So he's probably going to be your starting QB. I don't think they're going to be doing that switch off what they did with Winston and Hill anymore. I think it's just going to be Hill alone. But, Saints, they need to get something rolling. They just got Mark Ingram. He's back with the Saints, back there with Alvin Kamara. We could see some good stuff happening.
Yeah, man. I think they turned back into a running team with Taysom Hill, Kamara, and now Ingram's back.
Yep.
They're the new Titans.
This is the time where I wish I had a producer or an editor live so we could do a flashback all the way to like preseason when I said this guy is the guy, and the guy who I'm talking about is Mike White. I said Mike White's gonna be the dude. He's the guy. Okay, he's gonna go out there. He's gonna tear it up, and he did. He did his first NFL start. He got drafted by the Cowboys back in 2018, and he ended up with the Jets. You know, what's up? What's going on, Zombie K98? Thank you for joining us. Back in 2018, he ended off with the Jets. Zach Wilson's hurt. He's going to be gone for 4 to 6 weeks. They brought in Joe Flacco. This is Joe Flacco, sit down. We're going to go ahead and start Mike White here, see what he could do. And he tore it up. He had over 400 yards passing in his first NFL start. That's insane. The only other person that's above him in his first NFL start in passing yards is Cam Newton. Cam Newton had 420. Mike White had 408, but still, he did phenomenal. He was out there. He did have a couple picks early on. Wasn't necessarily his fault, but I mean, he came out there guns blazing. And they interviewed a couple of guys after the game, and they're like, "What do you think about the quarterback, Mike White?" And their response was, "That's Mike effing White right there. That's Mike effing White." Now, I didn't hear any of those guys say, "Oh, this is Zach Wilson, this is my QB." No, they're saying this is Mike effing White. This is our guy. So, can we possibly see a switch if Mike White continues to play the way he did this last game?
I definitely think it's possible. He'll really have to ball out because the Jets did spend a first rounder on Zach Wilson, and not just any first rounder. It was the second pick, if I remember correctly, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So they're definitely not just gonna. I don't know. Maybe they will just move on from Zach Wilson if Mike White plays amazing, but I don't know, man.
It's not only that he just played amazing, it's the team chemistry I already see there. The team loves him already. He only played one game, and the team's like all over him. It truly is amazing. I don't know. Maybe if he balls out, this is a huge maybe because it was only one game, and they did play up against a very good Bengals team, and they came out with a dub on there. And so I don't know if he does well. Zach Wilson, what do you do? It's like buying a new car. It costs this much, but as soon as it's out of the lot, the value drops down incredible. So Zach Wilson, can he be worth anything?
No.
If you trade him now, yes.
Oh yeah, I agree with Reed. If you trade him now, you have the best shot at getting something back for what you spent on him.
The longer you wait, his value just goes down and down and down.
Yeah, even though he's injured right now, I mean, I thought he was the least qualified quarterback to start, in my opinion. I didn't like what I saw from him in college. I thought every other quarterback that was drafted was better than him, and I think it shows. I mean, he's on the Jets. Don't get me wrong. He doesn't have all the pieces. He does have a good coach in Robert Saleh, but sometimes just people can't show out like that. I mean,
I have another situation.
Okay.
What if Mike White balls out and they decide to trade Mike White and get the most out of him, and they still believe in Zach Wilson?
Well, then they're going down the drain.
Dang.
Whenever you have talent and he's balling out on a team that usually people don't even get close to that, you don't trade that guy. Because he's obviously got enough chemistry to win you games, and that's what the Jets are ultimately wanting to do. They want to give back to their fan base that's been in a drought for so long. They've been the New York dumpster trucks for a long time, and if they have a guy there that wasn't their first plan, but he's making the biggest impact, there's no way they trade him. And if they do, then that just shows how bad that organization really is.
I feel like this situation can be compared to a Gardner Minshew situation over there in Jacksonville, when Gardner Minshew stepped up. He came in for an injury QB, and he did very well. And the fan base, they loved him. They started wearing mullets, mustaches, all that. I mean, the fan base, the team, they love this guy. After one game, he put up incredible numbers, and I mean, he deserves it. He deserves it too. But I want to see what he could do to other teams. Juan says Mike White doesn't have the same value as Wilson. That's very true. He does not. But let's say Zach Wilson does not finish off the season. They play Mike White and he just balls out incredibly. One of these teams that are hungry for a decent QB will go for him. Maybe the Washington football team or the Denver Broncos. They will go for him.
Don't diss Heineke, man. I love Heineke.
I'm not dissing him. I'm not dissing him. But like I said, he can be a Gardner Minshew. Look at him. He's a pretty decent QB. He's not starting anywhere. They have him as a backup. So I could see him going that route. But I really hope he balls out. I just became a fan of him preseason this year. And I wish I had a editor one day, right, guys? Speaking about one day, for those of y'all who are listening, you guys, we're doing a huge giveaway once we hit 100 subscribers. Okay, so if you're not subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you are already subscribed, share this video, send it to a friend. Once we hit 100 subscribers, we're doing a huge giveaway, and I do mean huge. This is going to be something that we've never done before. We just want to give back to try to say thank you. We're at 93 subs right now. We need 7 more. So if you guys could, be generous today and help us out, I mean, we're going to give back to the community, okay? Because we love you guys. We love doing this. And hopefully, maybe one day, we don't have to have real jobs anymore, like real grown-ups,
Imagine that.
That would be something, huh? No, but that'd be awesome, guys. It just find it in your hearts. Find your hearts to help us out. Yeah. Were we too hot on the Bengals?
I just think it was Mike White, bro.
Really?
That guy balled. I mean, 405 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. He did have 2 picks early on, but I don't know, man. But I will say that Joe Burrow didn't have a good enough game, and they locked down Chase. Help me out, Reed. You have him on fantasy.
Jamar Chase,
yeah.
They didn't completely lock him down. He had an 83-yard reception, so.
I mean, that's one reception. Sometimes you do have a broken play, but, I mean, other than that, he didn't have an amazing game like he usually does.
He had another touchdown.
Okay, Reed, whatever. They still lost, right?
Hey, Tyler Boyd did pretty well that game, too. A lot of people have been waiting for him to come out. T. Higgins, he was supposed to have that touchdown. It got taken away, but you know what? He just still played a good game. It was just bottom line, the Jets were competing. They were competing that day.
Mm-hmm.
The Bengals still played fairly well.
Yeah.
But they were challenged. And it was crazy because they just came off demolishing the Ravens until facing a team like the Jets and just whoa, like what happened? Who are these guys? But speaking about demolishments, head coaches like Saleh, there is a head coach that I am feeling for. Juan Antonio Brown says the Bengals had that game. They also had the Packers game as well, but it's just
kept on the string.
Don't give me that. Don't
kept him on the string.
The what? Keep him on the screen?
We kept him by a string. We held him there. We let him be there.
Oh, you held them by a string.
Yes.
Sure.
That's enough out of you, Reed. That's enough. Okay, I want to talk about the Eagles and Lions real quick before we end out here. Eagles just they took out some kneecaps, man. They took out a lot. They win 44 to, what was it, 3?
6.
44 to 6. 44 to 6. What happened? The Eagles are not that good of a team.
I told you, bro. After the bye week,
it's that much worse.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I always have the TV on just in case there's breaking news. But they've been talking about Jimmy G all day today, saying, did he break the silence with critics? No, this is still going to be his last year. This is unfortunately it's still going to be his last year. The Niners are looking to the future. He is not the future of the Niners. He did play very well. I was going off about him. You know, you can ask Reed. Reed was texting me throughout the game. But yeah, Jimmy G played very well. He rushed for 2 touchdowns, most rushing touchdowns he've ever had in a single game. But he's not going to be that guy. He's not going to be that guy. Unfortunately, I mean, I like the guy. I do. He stresses me out a lot. But I still like him. There's another game I want to talk about. Who was it?
Let's see. I mean, we didn't talk too much about the Bucks and Saints. Talked a little bit about Jameis and his injury.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. I always view this game as the Halloween game of the week because I feel like they play almost every Halloween or whenever it lands on a Halloween. I'm talking about the Browns and Steelers. I always like this matchup. They always play very well against each other. The Steelers were a big time underdog, and they won. They beat the Browns with Nick Chubb back. By the way, gosh, Chubb, you could have given me more points on fantasy for real. Like, man, dude. Yeah, that was Reed too, huh? Okay, so the Steelers, it was a low scoring game, so the Steelers win 15-10 against the Browns. That hurts. That hurts the Browns, don't it? Because that division is looking to be pretty close. The Ravens are leading now with the Bengals losing against the Jets. And in third place, you got the Steelers. And now in fourth place, you got the Browns. That's crazy, man. Who would have thought? Who would have thought it would have ended up like this?
Yeah,
Here,
man.
look at Nestor. Look at Nestor. He's like, how about them Steelers? Oh man, that guy is ready to fight someone. He's hyped up. He's so excited, as he should be. The Steelers, they earned that win. They played very well. And Benny says that was a horrible performance by the Browns. Oh,
It was.
do you guys think Baker is the problem?
No. Me and Reed were talking about this when we were watching this game. It's the receiving core.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think me and Reed counted about 6 or 7 drops between Odell Beckham and Landry.
Jarvis Landry.
Yep. Odell only had 1 catch for 6 yards. 1.
He's not getting any help, you guys. He's not. I think Baker should have honestly closed out the year, get surgery, and be back 100% next year. Because this year, just like last year, just like 2 years ago, they have a stacked team, but there's no chemistry within the team. Now, can the chemistry be found there? I think yes, but time's running out. OBJ, he keeps getting hurt. Jarvis Landry, he's not playing like Jarvis Landry, And Nick Chubb, he's on and off. Kareem Hunt, he's injured. It's different. It's different things now. You can't explain it because on paper they look great, just like the Chiefs. They look great, but when you're watching them play, they're not playing great. Browns need to get rid of Odell. I think yes.
I think yes, but sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. I talk too much anyways.
I think yes, they do need to get rid of him, but I think the problem right now is he's just so inconsistent and just not what he used to be. They're trying to get more out of him than what any team is going to be willing to pay for. Like I would like Odell if he came on our team. I wouldn't say no about it, but I'm not giving up more than a 5th rounder.
See that, and his price range, he holds himself a lot higher than that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the team holds him as, but ever since that catch, I just think his play has just been going downhill. Not the biggest fan of Odell. I used to like him a lot. Yeah, when he was with the Giants, but ever since he got traded, I just felt like he hasn't been performing. He's been getting injured. He's that guy that's give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball. And when you get the ball, then what? He drops passes, he gets hit, he loses the ball. There's a lot of problems with him. A lot of problems. So
Yep. It's like when your parents used to say, your mind is bigger than your mouth whenever you're talking about food. And that's what Odell is. his mouth is bigger than his talent. He says he's all that. He says he's all this, and he just can't perform. I mean, he was good. Don't get me wrong, but now the guy, I don't know what it is. If it's mental, if it's something he just can't catch anymore. I don't know, but he's had a lot of drops this season. I wouldn't be surprised if he has the most drops in the season, and that's because he's been injured a lot.
All right, let's see what Benny has to say. He says Browns D held them down to 15, but they could have done way better. Offense needs to do better on the throwing game. Running game can only do so much. Yeah, it's not balanced. There's no balance between your running and passing game. And Nick Chubb, he's not that runner, that elite runner this year, where you could just rely on him like so. Derrick Henry. Go ahead, Reed.
The only thing I would say on that, I would change throwing to catching. Baker's putting it on them. They just need to catch it.
All right. I like that. Big game tonight. You got the Kansas City Chiefs against the New York Giants. Can Daniel Jones posterize some defensive players like he did before?
It's going to be dependent on who plays for his receivers.
You know who's playing back? You know who's coming back today?
Who's coming
You
back?
like this guy a lot.
Kadarius Toney?
Kadarius Toney, man. Some people say he's going to come out swinging. Now, that might not be a good term to say, right? But, yeah, he's going to come back. He's going to be awesome. That guy has a lot of potential, a lot of talent. So I'm excited to see him back on the field today. I'm super excited. Who do you guys have tonight, Reed?
All right, so I'll go first. My drawing, it was better thought than executed, but I got the Giants winning 21-17.
The G-Man, look at that.
You like it?
Yeah.
I tried to make a helmet, but it didn't go well.
Oh, that's a helmet. I thought it was a Pac-Man.
No, it's a helmet.
I like it.
What? It doesn't look like... What?
No, you're right. I think I had a helmet exactly like that in high school.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, La Feria, still waiting for my jersey retirement.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the Giants winning.
Congrats to LaFerry on the solo district championship. I think it's their 6 out of the last 7 years, but let's get back to the NFL. Anyways, I got the Chiefs winning today. I think they actually do play decent, and it's not going to be all on Mahomes. I think they're going to run the ball a little bit more against a weak Giants defense. Giants, I hope Daniel Jones does well, but I don't know how he's going to do in the spotlight right now. So I think the Giants lose today.
I got a very lame logo because I don't like either team. But I got the Kansas City Chiefs. They're winning 39-17.
39?
They're going to blow out the Giants. Everyone's going to come back to the Chiefs kingdom. What's that guy's name? Red Dynamite? Or
Red Extreme.
Red Extreme. Red Extreme's going to come back. He's going to be at the stadium. He's going to, give Mahomes a pep talk. Might slip him a few things or two underneath his shoulder pads or whatnot. But they're going to come out guns blazing. But after that, they're going to go back to what they were. So, yeah, I got the Chiefs winning.
Thanks. I'm the only one that took the Giants.
Yeah, I think so. That would be a huge upset.
That's because Reed and AJ are tied right now at 5-2 for Monday Night Football.
We are tied 5-2. Let's break that tie, Reed.
Yeah, I'm going 6-2.
5-2. I'm looking to go 6-2. Okay, guys, we're about done with this episode, but thank you all so much for joining. And again, guys, we're so close to our goal, which our goal is 100 subscribers. And once we get that 100 subscribers, we're going to give back to our community. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button. If you're ready to subscribe, go ahead, share this with anyone, your friends, your family, your girlfriend, your ex-girlfriend, your side chick, your boyfriend. I don't care. Just share it out there. Get us some views. Get us another sub. Because with 100 subscribers, you guys, only a subscriber could win this giveaway. And the amount of people who's actually going to enter, you have a great chance of winning. I'm going to say you have a 1 in 10 chance of winning. And this is pretty darn good. I don't think a lot of shows are going to be giving out giveaways like the one we're about to give out right now. A lot of bigger shows do it. As you guys know, we are a smaller one. So if you guys want a big prize, for being part of a small community, now's your chance. You got a good chance of winning, and I know you guys will like this one. All right, guys. Until next time, we'll see you guys on the waiver wire with Vincent AJ Lime Time. That will be out tomorrow. But until then, you guys keep on grinding.